Good morning. I figured I'd get hopped on in here. How is everybody doing today? If I can get an audio check, let me know if everything be working. Audio. All right. 5 by 5. Thank you, sir. And nice. I wish I could get rid of him completely, but I can't. So there's that. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Hang tight. Oh, you dirty thing. Add split view. Split view. All right, there we go. Good morning, Zoe. Noki morning. Chuck Soup, if you're still here, morning. How is everybody doing? Oh, treats for the pups. Keep them occupied. There you go. Mimi. There you go. Oh, man. What's everybody up to? What are we doing? The Crazy Card, good morning. How are you? See if I can get into this lock. If I can get into this, I want to pull the core on this thing and see what the heck is in here. If I can. It's kind of a crazy. I have picked it before. I have opened it up. I have not gutted it. We'll see what you guys think of this crazy little lock. It is a no name. There is no markings anywhere on it. Lotto lock. It's actually a pain in my rear. I think I finally got my camera settings fixed too. I'm not getting the high glare off of things that I was getting. So that's always a good thing. Link is in the chat there and pinned if anybody feels like hopping on and helping me embarrass myself this morning. Goodness gracious. What's everybody else picking and working on? Peterson trifold nylon case came in yesterday going back. Piece of crap. Quality is terrible. Well, that's unusual. I mean, that's, for all of their faults with Peterson, I usually don't hear anybody say that the stuff is total trash. I mean, I've never seen a case, never seen one of their cases, so I have absolutely no idea. I will believe you completely. I'm not a fan. I mean, I have one pick of his, and I don't like it. I don't like the way their handles are done. They're too short. Just not a fan. But hey, that's why there's 5 million different brands out there, right? Why there's 3D printers. You can change them up if you want to, too. Like this, a handle. I've never really looked at their cases, actually, over there. They have a leather case, too. Morning, Mr. Labs. How are you? I keep hearing that about the Sparrow Sherman case. I really don't need any more cases. I have so many cases. And I still go back to my favorite is just the Southern Specialties leather. Love the size of this thing for what I'm able to pack into it. It's amazing. I have big cases, and I have a lot of picks sitting in those big cases as well. Probably, I have just this little fold wallet thing from Sparrows. Not a fan. I'm not a big fan of Velcro wallets or cases. They're too noisy. That's part of why I also have this one, which, who did this one come from? This Multi-Moke, maybe? I don't remember whose case this one is. Really nice case, can hold an awful lot of stuff. Not a fan because of that massive Velcro patch. I mean, it's just so freaking loud when you open that thing. But it's not that it's a bad case. I think of the big cases, my favorite by far is Phantasms. That thing is just amazing. Probably is Lockjaw. You're right. Lockjaw makes sense. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a nice case. It holds a lot of gear. It's got a nice layout to it. Just not a fan of the Velcro. Yeah. Yeah, you can do that with those type of cases. You can open the pockets up, remove what's in between them to give them more space in there. Oh, it was the ULC Fight Night June competition yesterday. You have to open Master 410 and Abus 5540. Is that what it is? 5540? And then Master 410 Lotto. Thank you, Mr. Brian Breakshit. Good morning. How are you? Yeah, it was fun. That was a fun one yesterday. We had what? There were 4 of us in there. Right? Get after it. It's fun. I mean, it's a good time. It really is. G Key Man, good morning. How are you? No, I'm not going to open this stupid lock today. You stupid piece of junk. It is a pain to lock. I don't have a key for it. Oh, it finally popped. There, it finally popped. I got to get after work, and I'm going to do a set of picks, do some engraving on it for the finals. Phantasm cases are amazing, man. They really are. So here is this Lotto lock, and let's see. You can see down inside of there. That little piece down there, that comes out, and then both of the ball bearings will fall out, and you can remove the shackle. So the whole lock comes apart. There's the core. As you can see, there's no C-clip. It's not really meant to be gutted, I guess. There's got to be a retaining pin someplace that holds it all, I guess. That's my thought on it. Don't know much about this thing. Well, you definitely cannot go wrong with a Phantasm case. I'm telling you. You need a case, man, you really need to check out the stuff he's putting together, because they are top-notch. Yeah, see, there's some kind of a retention pin back here. Yeah, I know some use a crimp, but I'm not seeing any kind of a crimp on that. So it looks like there's a pin up there. It looks like you could flip it all the way around and take the pins out the bottom, the key pins at least. But I don't want to do that because then my other pins could fall in the top. Yeah, probably not worth it. They're just all dropped into place. So let's just see. Let's see, because I'm a curious cat. Oh, I need my blind man light. Man. I've got that pin out of the way. But then I'll have to pick the whole thing, so I don't know if it's even worth it. Yeah, you got to rotate just a little bit because otherwise, yeah, it can drop into another slot in there, but I'm not going to mess with it. It's not that important, I guess. Has anybody seen a lotto lock like this one? Any idea what it is? There's no brand anywhere on it. No nothing. Kind of interesting. I mean, unless you guys really want to see me attempt to gut this thing and screw it up, I certainly can, because it don't matter. It's an interesting core, interesting little lock body. It might be Amazon. I have no idea. It was sent to me in a package. That's why I don't have any key. I don't have anything for it. That's what you see is what you get, right? There's no name anywhere on it. No nothing. Like you said, you can remove the core. But beyond that, I don't know a dang thing about it. It would be kind of fun to see what's in it. Because it's kind of a pain ass little pick. Oh, what am I doing? Turning the screw the wrong direction and wondering why it isn't going together. Oh, now I got to pick it again. I got to pick it again. If I can pick it again. I got to loosen it. I got it too tight. There. To activate chat, please enable channels here. Well, that's what I've done. So I don't care. Yeah, I don't even remember who threw this in a package. It was just in a box that showed up. So I don't remember who sent me that torturous device because it's been a pain. I've worked on this thing for a while now, off and on, just little bits. I haven't, which doesn't help, right? If you're going to work on a lock to get it picked, you need to work on it, not pick it up, try once, put it away for a month, pick it up, try it. Yeah, there's all different kinds of these lotto locks, and I don't know where this one falls. Because again, I don't know what it is, but that's all right. It's been fun. That's all that matters, right? You are a stupid piglet. I think what makes these lotto locks tougher than most, I gotta set it down for a minute, is the dead key or dead core dead shackle. It just really changes up what it feels like. And a lot of people are getting a lot of hate and discontent for these with these masters. And granted, the most recent flaw they found where you can just reach in, twist. I haven't figured that one out yet and pop the core with a bypass type tool is stupid considering the other security features that they built into this, right? The locking nub there, so that even if you were to come at this lock, and the same on this side, even if you were to come at it and you were to cut it, you wouldn't be able to open it. You have to cut both sides. So from that standpoint, in securing stuff, it's not bad. That stupid little bypass is just dumb because you don't need to know how to pick a lock to get in there and do that. Are those so Mr. Serious over on TikTok asked, are those master locks used a lot? They are. They're an extremely common, popular lock. Really are. They're available everywhere. I mean, every store in where I live that sells locks primarily carry masters. Um, and you can't, you got to realize as much hate as master gets for being a really crappy lock, easy to pick, your criminals aren't running around out there picking locks. They're just not. They're going to cut locks. They're going to smash them with hammers. They're going to do whatever to bust them to get in as quickly as they possibly can, right? They have a lot of security flaws, but for what they're designed to do, they work quite well. But this one having that simple bypass, that's a real problem. If it didn't have that bypass to it, I'd say it's a perfectly acceptable lock because of the way they've designed this thing, where you'd have to cut both sides, makes it that much harder or takes more time, right, in order to bust it. Traditional laminated lock underneath here is really tough. They're hard to just pound open. So you've got that, right? But yeah, they can be easy to pick without a doubt. They can be painful, but again, for what they're really designed to do to secure things, because most of your criminals, like I said, they're not running around to lock pick kicks. They're not going to sit there and spend the time to pick a lock. They're just not. Now, I will say this one, I bought it. I got it out. I used my little pocket set in the truck and just threw a tension wrench on it, threw a pick in it, and hope it hit it open in about 6-7 seconds. I mean, it took nothing at all. So that doesn't say a whole lot for what's going on in the lock that way either. Who was it? Was it Lockpicking Lawyer that just did a video on these? And he had a bunch of them. And he took one of them apart, and he went through, I think, like 7 or 8 of them. And some of them had 1 security pin. Some had like 3 security pins. Very, very wildly different on what they did on which locks. But all of them, he was just able to reach in and snap the locks open. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It takes a different one. I think the American bypass tool is too wide or too deep to get through and in there. So, and I don't have the right one. But if you're not going to pick one of these locks, which, I guess, again, most criminals are not picking locks. This would be a pretty dang tough lock to get open. It truly would. I mean, you're going to be investing a little bit of time. You're either going to be using a cutoff saw to cut it or bolt cutters to try and cut it. You're not going to smash one of these things open very easily. So it's going to hold up and do what it needs to do. But that one flaw that they left in there is a real problem, because, you pick one of these up and you learn how to do that bypass. So now you can open every one of these stinking locks in nothing flat, right? Terrible. So that's a bad deal that they did that. Exactly. 10-cent disc. I don't even think that disc cost 10 cents. Probably a penny a piece to mass produce those. So yeah, you're exactly right. There's no excuse for them not to put that disc in there. Yeah, I'd like to find a right kind of a bypass tool for it. Maybe I'll have to find some stuff and try and make one. I don't know. But they are what they are. Again, if you're just out to secure up a shed or shop, or not a shop maybe, but a shed or your toolbox or whatever, it's probably going to do the trick, because again, it's just a deterrent. It keeps the honest people out. If the bad guy wants in through your lock, they're going to get in through your lock. They're not going to sit and do this. They're not going to pick it. They're just not. They're going to take the quickest, easiest way they can in. If you're using something like one of these, you can probably just take a hammer to that thing and bust that lock open. I wouldn't use that to secure anything major up. This is something I'd use to lock shut, the door on a electrical cabinet or something like that, to keep people out. Which that's what they use the lotto locks for, a lot of that too. It's not really meant for high security. It's just meant to tell people, hey, don't come in here. Speaking of which, I got a good story for you guys. So if you didn't know, I'm an IT manager for a company, and we had an issue this last week where a bunch of our servers, virtual servers, all went down. And upon research, we found that somebody had forced their way through a maglock secured door into my server room and physically powered off my VM hosts. And the hosts that they powered off also happened to keep my vCenter server, which manages all the servers in our entire company. Luckily, there was a camera outside the door that caught who it was, so that is being addressed. But they literally pried open the door and powered off the servers. And what was their reasoning? We had a minor internet outage that was preventing our guest wireless from working, which means you didn't have internet on your cell phones. A lot of our places don't have cell service out there. So he was trying to fix the guest internet by going in there and powering off the stuff. Somebody's trying to do a class action over the 140 because it can be combed. Come on, there's so many locks out there that can be comb picked. You don't want a lock that can be comb picked, don't buy a lock that can be comb picked. I mean, again, I would never consider a Master 140 something that I would want to use for a high security environment anyway. It's, again, a lock is just there to keep out the honest person. So well, and it had pretty big impacts because, again, it controls an awful lot of services. So it prevented a bunch of external vendors from being able to get in at other operations. Well, I manage operations in 5 different states, and they couldn't get in so that they could provide remote support because of the stuff that this guy took down by wanting to fix the guest wireless internet. So just remember, folks, don't be stupid. And then he didn't use a card to badge his way into the door, which, going by the department he works in, he should have had access with his key card. Instead, he forced the door open. So because of that, I'll be making security changes. Every server room is going to have some new signage put on the doors, and we're going to install cameras in every server room because we did not have one in the server room. Just happened to be that some of our other production guys had stuck some cameras up in hallways, and I was able to catch it from that. But yeah, he powered down, and it could have caused damage, right? Luckily, he didn't go digging and actually power down our, hot power down our sand and crap like that. But without powering things down in a proper fashion, you can cause a lot of damage to some of that equipment. So, but it did mess up our vCenter server. It took quite a while to get it back up and running. Right? PebCac, other one is picnic problem in chair, not in computer. ID10T error. There's a lot of those. They're great. Every one of them is great. So you're going to talk about how horrible these locks are, and then I can't open the damn thing. I've used the ID10T on people before. There we go. Yeah, like I said, it's not that this is a totally useless lock, but damn it, they should have put that one piece in there, especially if they're going to try and advertise this as an elite lock. Take care of the simple bypass. They did add it. It's now a 5-pin core, which is great. But I mean, look at the key that I got on this one. What a horrid key, man. I mean, yep. Well, yeah, we've got a lock or a key entry system, RFID system on all of the doors for our server rooms. And unfortunately, the way that door is designed, about the only way to do it is with a mag lock, which, you put enough force on a mag lock, you can bypass them. You got to yank on it pretty hard, but you can do it. And it's an interior door. It's not like it's on the outside of a building somewhere securing it. It's on the inside, so it's supposed to just be a deterrent to let people know you aren't supposed to be in here if you don't have a key card to give you access in here. But, it's how it rolls, man. That is how it rolls. What do we got? What else do we want to work on today? Nothing. Nothing good in that bag. But, such is life. People are going to be stupid. They always are. Like here's another master. Well, yeah, he was just trying to he wasn't in there with malicious intent, but his non-malicious intent causes as much problems as somebody in there with malicious intent. Because literally he took down services for 5 states worth of operations. I think this, quite honestly, is probably a better lock than the Elite. Maybe. I mean, it's a 4-pinner, so it's a little easier to pick. But as I know, I don't think you can comb it. I don't think you can bypass it. It's a 530. It's got the boron carbide shackle. Now, it doesn't have the protection where you'd have to cut both sides. So if you were to cut one side of this, I think you could rotate this and open the lock. But I have not figured out how to bypass it yet. I haven't found the right kind of a tool. I've bent the piss out of a few tools trying, but apparently I don't have the right tool to get into the very back end of that to turn it. So, but I've seen the guys doing it. They make it look simple. It obviously is not the American bypass tool. Doesn't work. Doesn't seat back in there far enough. I think it's too thick. I think you need something a little thinner, but for me, if I try it with one of my regular picks, they're not quite stiff enough, and I go to turn it and I end up bending my pick. So I have used a couple old crappy picks to try that out and haven't gotten anywhere with it yet. How about you, Lockchuck? Have you been able to do it? And good morning, by the way. See, there's the problem with these 4-pin locks. There's just not too much security to them. Don't have one yet. They're awfully expensive for having such a crappy setup in there. I will say that. Because what was this, 18, 19 bucks for that one that I have? Yeah, I have an SFIC coming in today, I think. It's supposed to show up. I do have one here. I need to return it to Mr. Texas Rebel. It's his. He loaned me an SFIC to play with. I didn't want to mess anything up on it, so I've played with it a little bit and tried. I've opened it to control a couple of times. I have not gotten it to open. So that'll be, I'll work on that when I get my own now and I can play with it more and not worry about messing somebody else's lock up. You know how that goes. The Ibis Titanium. That's another lock that I really like. Love that key. There's the bitting on mine. See, look at that. I got the camera fixed out. That thing looks good now. I'm not getting all that crazy glare. Avis Brady Lotto lock. There are numbers on this thing? I don't think there are. Yeah, there is. It is a 7140. This thing took me quite a while to figure this thing out. It's a pain in the butt of a lock, man. I want to figure out the bypass on this because I want to be able to show that off to some other people around town. Because, again, here, that's about all you can buy is a doggone master locks. That's like it. And it's terrible. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's get the vise up here. Let's see if we can lay this thing in the vise and get this thing picked open for that. I like these other tensioners for in the vise. Yeah, it's disappointing that they made such a horrible lock. And then to turn around and try and call it your Elite Series. That's even worse yet, right? So I'm thinking, I also bought a new Master number 3, a brand new one, because the ones I have currently are really quite old. I bought a new one. The old one, much, much better lock. So one of these days, I'm going to go shoot a video, and I'm going to take the new Master number 3, and then I'm going to grab some of my other laminateds that I've got, like maybe one of these Road Pros, maybe a couple from Harbor Freight, and we're going to make a trip to the gun club. And we're going to find out. Do you remember back in the day, the master locks were tough under fire? Well, we're going to find out if they still are. I figure the master, since I only have one master 3, I'm just going to line it up with one round. There we go. Now I can put this thing back together. So I'm going to put it in, but I'm going to line up the other, I'm going to line up 3 other ones. So I have 4 locks total is the plan. And for the most part, they're going to get hit. Well, I'll do one with a 223, one with a 6.5 Creedmoor, one with a 308. And then the poor master number 3 is going to take a 308 round to it. And we will see how it compares because, the strength of the lock is about the only saving grace that the um, poor thing has in its favor, right? The master, maybe. But we will see if the others can hold up to that same kind of abuse. I thought that'd be kind of fun. No, I don't want you. I want the heaviest bar of you. There. I thought it'd be kind of fun, So I'll do a 69 grain hollow point from my AR, 143 grain, and the 6.5 and 168 grain out of the 308. And we'll see what happens. Sounds scientific. Always. I'm going to dig out a board and mount them on the board. I don't have a 4570. And there it is, open to control. And let's just take you over to the other side. And let's see if we can get anything here. My son-in-law has a 4570, though. Oh, absolutely not. Yeah. So, like, my old Master number 3s, granted, it's still only a 4-pin. I have to touch all 4 pins to open this lock. That brand new one, fresh out of the package, you touch 1 pin, it's open. It is just an absolute steaming dog pile of doo-doo. I want something different for attention. I don't like that. Let's take you down here. There we go. That's more better. Yeah, these new Master Lock number 3s are, at least from my experience, absolute trash. But again, it's like I was saying, your criminal's not out there picking locks, but when they're that friggin' easy, I mean, seriously, I bet you could throw a paper clip in that Master number 3 I've got and open it. It is just horrible. And now with this bypass on these, this is the only one I've got. I have one other one. I don't have any keys for it. I'd like to find a way to make a key for it. The same key for this fits this lock. But I have one. I finally gave up and ordered one of my own. It's coming today. Well, I could do that. Do I have some green tips? I think I have some green tips. I think I do. Yes, I could maybe try that. I was just trying to go for stuff that I know is extremely accurate out of my rifle to ensure that I got the hit where I wanted it to be, because I don't want to be too close to them. So I was thinking of 100 yards, but maybe I'll drop back to the 50-yard line. Rabbi Picker, good morning, good sir. How are you? Wow. I want to find a good lock body for my SFIC core that I'm getting. I might have to get a pack lock, or Avis makes one as well. I do like Avis locks. I think they're very nice, but I do like pack lock a lot as well. How the heck are things over yonder, Mr. Rabbi? This thing is horrible. Yeah, you're right. These SFICs are a pain in the rear. Again, link is in the doobly-doobly-doo if anybody feels like joining in. Hop on in. Yeah, I used these oldies that I had, and somebody made a comment on them being so old, so I went and bought a new one just to try a new one. And yeah, the old one is a much better lock. I said the one I bought, literally you can just touch one pin and it's open. Yeah, he did the challenge with a paperclip. Yeah, I think I saw that. They're definitely not good when it comes to that standpoint on a lock. Now, are they a strong, sturdy lock that, again, the guy that's going to come up there and want to take a hammer to it and try and pound it open? Yeah, they're pretty good. But as far as pickability, nah, they're not so really good. SFIC, I hate you. Has anybody ever tried? I'd like to get my hands on key blanks for this. Has anybody ever tried key impressioning on one of these? It should be really cool to make a key for this lock, but of course I have no idea what's in it. I don't know that was any kind of a record, Rabbi. I just got lucky. I'm just going to leave it at that. I just got lucky. The lock cooperated. Well, yeah, I know that's one way of doing it, but this one, I don't know how. I don't know how I would gut it. There's no C-clips. There's no nothing. You'd have to pull all of these plugs, right, in order to gut it. Yeah, that could very well be the problem, Rabbi. So this might be just a paperweight for me to, well, I guess I can throw it in a vise and try to pick it, but who knows? Yeah, if you get it picked to an open state, you can rotate it around. Will they fit? Man, those are little tiny holes. They got to be tiny, tiny pins in there. So you're saying rotate it around, you take your key pins out here, but then you got to somehow drive your other pins out here, right? So I don't know. Yeah, those aren't spring loaded. Now this one actually has a traditional C-clip on the backside. So I'm guessing you could, in theory, do a traditional gut on that lock. There we go. But I've heard they are a nightmare to gut. Possible for that. But if you're going to do a cutaway, you're going to want a key so you can go in and you can show the operation. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe we'll do something. Maybe I'll grind the end cap off of this thing and we'll take it from there. I don't know. Don't know. Keep it locked and you push everything out. Oh, so that you come down in through here with a punch of some sort and you push it all the way out the bottom. That's what I've heard. Gut and reassembly on these is an absolute nightmare. But with that one, not having any keys, not having anything, that's what it might be good for, right? Is just show and tell on how bad it looks. The hardest part, pushing everything out through the top like that, is making sure that you keep all your pins in the proper order for each segment there, I would think. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but well, maybe we'll have to partner up and do that one of these days. Do that on a live or something, huh? And you can walk me through the process and we'll see how it turns out. Because again, there's no keys, there's no nothing with it. So if it jacks it up, it jacks it up. It's not the end of the world. But if it doesn't, it'd be kind of cool because if I could punch it out, then yeah, I could measure things and I could actually cut and try and cut out and make a key. Which would be kind of cool. I have quite a pile of springs. I might have springs. I don't know. I might not. But I know where I can get them if I need springs. My local guy's been pretty good for me. Press it out into your pinning mats, you head control. Yeah, you would almost have to, right? Because you've got to make sure you keep those pins in the right order when you put, or otherwise you put it back together, you'd have a brick. But I guess if there's no keys and you've got to cut and make your own keys anyway, you could fashion it however you want, right? I don't know. I'll probably take you up on that because that'll be a fun one. It'll be fun to try out and see how it goes. Even if I punch all the pins out, I wouldn't be able to remove the core without drilling out this back piece on this particular one. But we'll see how the one shows up that I'm getting today. One thing I don't have is I don't have a lock body to fit an SFIC, so I'll be looking at some point for a lock body. It'd be kind of fun. In the meantime, I 3D printed a core holder for it, which is fine for picking it. I really don't need a lock for it, but it's kind of part of the fun, you know. Good grief. And the other thing too, let's see. Let me just share this up real quick. Select window right here. Allow. Blow this up. Here is what I have. For my current entries. Why can I not zoom you? Oh well. Current entries on the 500 giveaway. I mean, we're going to do the drawing for this. It's just going to have to patiently wait for part of the giveaway prizes, but the other stuff I'll get out. So this has been running long enough, so we need to do it. So we have 22 entries in here. So what do you guys think? Should we just do this drawing today? Get it out of the road? Anybody that's on here that does not have an entry? If you don't, you didn't properly tag me or let me know. So I think this is it. Which is pretty good. 22 entries. Right? Give me some cool stuff. So what do you think? Should we just grab these out of here? Copy that list of names. Well, did you do what you needed, Green Tools, to get an entry? Did you put in an entry? Come on, man. Hey, I'll hold off if somebody wants to do it. If you still want to get an entry, and I'll give you some time. Do the drawing. Do it. Do it now. And good morning, Green Tools, by the way. How are you, sir? I still need to try and get my hands on one of your cutaways. Those things just look amazing. I haven't closed it yet. It was supposed to end last month, but I didn't because I was waiting on the custom set of picks for the giveaway. But they might be just a little bit yet. So I figured we'll do the drawing, and then whoever wins it, I'll send them the final part of the prize once they get done. So if you want, I can give you another week. Well, probably 2 weeks, because I'm probably not going to do a live next weekend. 4th of July weekend. I think I'll skip that one and do something else. But I am going to throw up a sale on the shop for 4th of July. Good morning, Johnny Locksport. How are you? All right. Do you want me to wait for you there, Green Tools? If you want an entry, I'll let you get an entry in. If you don't remember the premise of it, all I asked for you to do was to pick a padlock with the keyway facing away from you so that you cannot see what you're doing. So, what am I doing? What I mean by that is I want you to turn the lock like so, and I want you to come in this way and pick the lock. If you want, Mr. Green Tools, use the link and hop on my live and do your entry right here. And I'll throw you in the draw, and we'll do the drawing yet this morning. Put you on the spot, man. I'll challenge you. Hop on and do your entry. But that's what I want you to do. It's facing away from you, so you cannot see and look at the keyway. And you come in backwards with the pick and pick your lock. And I want it to be a green belt or higher lock. Absolutely, you can do a Medico. I know you are the Medico king, right? Medico fits the qualifications by far. I got to get back to working on my Medicos. I have 2 of them. You bet. Grab the link, hop on. Let's see you open up that Medico. Backwards. Has to have all the pins. Just saying. Do it live. The challenge is out. Do it. Do it now. All right. Be your last minute entry. Be the first time I've had a giveaway entry happen live. I still got to tell you guys, these right here, amazing. Mr. Green Tools, how are you?
What's up? Are we live?
We are live.
Hold on. I need to get my cat out of the chair.
No, you got to do it with the cat. Try to sit on the cat while you're doing it. No, I'm just kidding.
Who doesn't believe I'm trying to get her off? Look.
I have a cat that's that way too. I'll roll that stupid thing over 2-3 times to get him off the chair before he'll finally go away.
Man, this is going to be hard. I don't even think I've ever done something like this.
That was the whole point of the challenge, right? I didn't want it to be something super easy.
Yeah,
I don't remember absolutely. What I think I did an Avis padlock.
Oh, wow. This is going to be hard.
I had a couple guys do, man, we had one did a black belt lock backwards. It was crazy.
All right, so we'll be facing. Can I use the tailpiece as a tensioner like this or no?
No, got to use the tension wrench and a pick.
All right, copy.
You can't rake it. Well, of course, you aren't going to rake it in Medico anyway, but you can look at it.
And I'll be using my.
That's a cool little tension wrench you came up with
This
there.
is what I'll be using.
Yep, I like that. That's neat. Here, I'm going to blow up full screen. It's all you, buddy.
Lord, this is not a joke, man. How did you come up with this challenge? This is crazy.
Yeah, you're the one who said you were going to do it with a Medico to boot.
Well, because every other lock is like so much harder for me. Even these Abus is so much harder than a Medico for me. It's crazy.
It is. It's a challenge because not being able to see what you're doing makes it really tough.
Absolutely. I can't even get my tension on there. There you go. Oh. All right.
Hey, thank you, Mr. Gianni Locksport. Appreciate it. That was fun. If you have not done the Ultimate Lock Picking Championship, you need to. Do you want to let me? You want me to let you know the rest of the rules of this challenge?
Sure.
No, you don't actually have to get an open. You just have to try.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sweet.
So, I just want people to try it. You don't have to be successful.
I'm trying to get this bad boy open for real though. Hold on, let me get this tight.
I mean, that's the point, right? I want you to truly try.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Brian breaks shit. He did a dimple lock, which is pretty crazy to think of trying to do that backwards as well. I think we had a couple of pack lock. We had a pack lock 90A, I think, in there. We had, there were some good locks. Had a lot of entries. 20, well, with you now, 23 entries. Got a few parts of the giveaway that I'll send out right away. The big part of it is a custom-made set of dog legs made by Mr. Runesmith. So as soon as he gets those completed, that'll get sent out to whoever wins them. Has to be a real try. That's right. You can't just run it in there and say, "Not couldn't do it." So you like how you're feeling it in there? It even changes how the feedback feels. Man, look at that. He is serious. He ain't even talking anymore, man. He is focused.
Oh, you were talking to me? My bad. I thought we were talking to the chat. That's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 right there. You can see the pick sticking out of the back of the lock right there.
Yep.
This will be 6. Let me let him drop. Let me overlift everything to the ceiling as I usually do. Like that. And then just drop them a little bit and try. 6, 5, 4.
Brian Break should have said, "I've never heard green so quiet."
Well, this is not my show, Brian. I have to show some respect, you know?
Well, feel free to make all the racket you want to make. Don't matter to me.
Let me try my angler. And this is my angling tool. This is what I use to angle the medical sidebars.
Well, that's very interesting.
That's why I feel like I can open it. Let's see. There you go. I heard sign there. Let's see.
Yeah, like I said, I got to get mine out. I want to take one of them apart because we're not sure what belt rank my one Medico is. It might be brown belt, but we're not sure.
That's the highest they can go, right? Is that the highest they can go? Brown belt?
No, they have some higher. It's just the one I have can either fall in a purple or a brown. It depends on what the pins look like, if it has the security gates on the pins or not.
Yeah.
It's a six pin Medico. And I think, if I remember right, I think it's got the false gates in there, so it's probably a brown belt, which is great because I need brown belt locks now, because that's what I'm working on next.
So how many black belts locks are there? There are a lot of them, or there are
Oh, dude.
limited selection?
Yeah, go to lpubelts.com and look at the black belt section. There are a lot, and holy cow, some of those locks are ridiculous. So Brian says red belt is the highest for a Medico, and that's for an M4 slider. The other one I need to work on one of these days is that one I got from Mr. Rabbi. I haven't played with this thing a whole lot.
Oh yeah, that is
that
M800.
The 2800.
Oh, it's crazy.
2800 Pacific.
That looks insane in the box without even looking at it.
Wow, it's got. It's a regular pin, and then it's also got sliders on the side.
Try like this.
So I haven't messed with it much yet. I need to. But I don't know anything about sliders, so I don't know what the heck I'm doing with sliders. I have no clue.
Slider like an M3, like a M3 Medical?
I have no idea. There's the key. There's what you got on the side.
No, it's different.
That lock is not fun. It's not, huh, Brian? So you're saying I should just put it away and say,
Try with my left. Oh, wait, I could use any hand, right?
Yeah, no matter what hand you use. Yeah. I just want to see a single pin picking, not, I didn't want somebody putting in rakes or, take all the pins out. You got to make it a challenge, but.
Yeah, I see. Oh. My key's in the back, acting crazy.
You're thinking purple belt on this lock, huh, Rabbi? I don't know. Might be higher than that. I don't know. There have been a few people that have picked them open. I've seen that. I need to go watch some of their videos and figure out a little bit more what they're doing with what the secret is, because I just don't know.
It's a big secret, huh?
Well, you're now up there, right, Brian? You're able to help with ranking locks if you wanted to, huh? Aren't you? Now that you're black belt.
Yeah, that's true. Brian is Mr. Black Belt now.
Right.
No wonder he doesn't talk to us like that anymore.
I know, right? And maybe it would depend on which side you come from, because I understand it, the inside portion of the lock is easier to pick than the outside portion of the lock because it doesn't have as many of the security features. Right?
Medical towards the left is easier for me, I think. Wow, this sounds like I can actually pick it now. What the hell?
Nice there, Rabbi. That's pretty cool. What other ones are you working on trying to get belted? See, I don't know. Sliders is my problem. I don't know anything about them. Yours was the same on both sides. Oh, I don't remember who that was that they actually cut theirs apart so they could get it, and they were showing it, and they said it was different on the inside versus the outside. It's a cool lock. Very, very cool lock. I've thought about putting it to work. I'm working on trying to finish out my basement in my gun room. I was thinking this would make it pretty damn cool and get the right kind of door for it and put this in there for the lock on my door. MTL 700. Nice. Never messed with a multi-lock either. I'm a pretty plain Jane kind of guy. I need to get out. You're not the first person to say that.
I put it in.
Oh yeah, it's got sliders on both sides too, doesn't it? Dang, dude.
Wow, that's ridiculous.
Sliders on both sides and then pins down the bottom. So how many freaking pins do you got to pick in that damn thing? Whew. That is a no joke lock, folks. I don't know. Let's see if I can get that. Can you see down in there at all? See the pins on the sides, pins on the bottom. That is crazy.
6, 5, 6, 3, 2.
Oh, you lost your tension, huh?
All the time. These older ones are a little bit harder to get into. With the see, if you look at the newer one, they have more of a lip.
Right. So what are you talking about there, Brian? You need to rank the super lock. You're not gonna like it. What's the super lock? That is this Magnum Pacific 2800 Pacific. Is that one with the sliders in it? I have never messed with a slider lock, so I don't know a doggone thing about it.
Where's the pick?
I need to go look. I'm missing something here. I'm missing something that's in the chats. Live chat. What am I missing? Yeah, the one from Rabbi, the dimple and slider. That was this. That was that Magnum. 2800 Pacific.
That is what level is that?
It isn't ranked yet. It's in process of being ranked.
Oh wow!
But it is it's a standard Euro, right? Comes in both front and back, and then it's got your regular pins on top and then sliders on each side.
Yeah, it's like a 3-in-1.
Very smooth, very nice lock. Very nice lock. He sent out a whole bunch of these to a bunch of different people. And there's a couple of people that have picked them and gone through them to show what's there.
Oh, so it's not out for sale yet, or it is?
Oh, it's an old discontinued lock. He picked up a bunch of them from a locksmith shop over in Israel that was closing down.
Oh, okay. Oh, Rabbi. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Rabbi. Yeah. Sounds like it. I just need to learn what I'm doing, Noki, with sliders. I've never messed with a slider. I have no idea what I'm feeling, what I'm doing. What the right tool is for getting in there to mess with those sliders, I have no clue.
Like a slider allows access to the for the lock to open, basically, right?
Well, yeah, it's basically side pins, right? But they move up and down instead of in and out.
Oh, and there's a slider that moves them, or
Well, the key has the grooves in the side that interact with the sliders and pulls some of the pins down, pushes some of them up inside the keyway. And then you have your traditional pins at the bottom of the keyway as well. So you got to pick those two.
okay. Oh, so it's a different type of slider than those on a medical or a key mark or anything like that.
Right. It's not like that slide bar that pushes back inside of it. No, it's like
Yeah,
individual
okay.
pins down it. It's almost like dimple pins, but instead of them pushing in, they slide up and down in the
Oh, they
keyway.
go up and down. Yeah, I see. I saw the key. Makes sense.
Elroy's Toys, good morning, sir. How are you? We are currently watching Mr. Green Tools trying to get in his entry for my giveaway, and we're going to do the drawing this morning. So he is currently picking a Medico backwards. And I am quite glad to hear that it is a more difficult challenge than you were expecting.
Trying to, acting like I can.
Yeah, well, it got you an entry. You're in.
Sweet. Let me see. I think I either broke my back or I got a kidney stone, but my back has been killing me since yesterday.
Oh, don't do what, Mr. Noki?
Oops.
I'm going to try and play Carpenter again today. We'll see if I get everything done I need to do. Need to install another vanity. So I got to empty the old one, get everything pulled out, get a new one installed.
Okay, peek all the way to the ceiling.
Oh, it's a Green Tools quote, huh? Hey, 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 don't do that.
Hey, don't do that.
That's funny. Huh. Johnny Locke says he's had 44 kidney stones.
Oh, I felt something there. Let's see.
That's got to be uncomfortable as all crap. I have not had any, so I have dodged that bullet.
Oh. Yeah, man, I was stretching last night and I felt something snap, and then I was like, oh shit. The pain just scooped up like, oh, where's it going? Boom.
Well, getting older is definitely not for the weak.
It's crazy. I usually just sleep it off, but this one, when I woke up in the morning, it was still there. I was like, oh Lord.
Oh, yuck. And I don't know what is in this SFIC, but this one sucks.
Dropping my tension. So this is a lot harder than I thought it would be. Just so you guys know, it's like, oh wow.
Oh yeah, pick it backwards, no problem. See, I like to try and come up with stuff like that for the challenges. Just things that kind of take people out of your regular comfort zone. Have you try something that you wouldn't normally do?
Yeah, it's not something you would think about. Like, oh, she's
Yeah.
probably gonna do this. Nah, you wouldn't come up with this.
Right. But it gives you an idea, right, of just how different a different position can make the entire experience feel, right?
Absolutely, man. It's like doing handcuffs behind your back versus in front of you.
Oh,
It's ridiculous.
absolutely. Yep. Dutch Luck Picker, good morning. How are you, sir?
I can't see the chat. Is there any way I can see the chat?
Yeah, I think there's a screen you're able to bring up and have it view the chat if you want. And it'll show you right in the. I don't know how well it'll work on your phone, but I've never tried it from a phone. I do all my stuff from a computer.
Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Brian said, picking backwards, my brain made me use my left hand.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing this with my left hand, but I'm ambidextrous, so that don't even matter. But it's still weird.
I am doing good, Mr. Dutch. How about yourself?
Uh-oh.
Just finished on a repair. Outstanding. Pins down. Noki said pins down were easier backwards for him. I can see that.
So you're doing when does the end the entry and the thing? When is it?
As soon as you say you're done with your lock, we're doing the drawing.
Oh shit.
It was supposed to
You
end
guys
last
are
month.
waiting for me?
I extended it because I was waiting on that other set of picks, but he said he's going to be a little bit yet. He's just so busy with his work, he hasn't had time to get them finished. So we'll just send them out to whoever wins. I'll send those out later. I'll send out the other stuff to begin with, which will be I've got a Greyhound picking mouse pad. I've got a bunch of other tools, I believe, that'll be in there. There'll be a 20,000 set of my picks in there, a few other things. So
Jeez, I thought you were gonna say $20,000 worth of stuff. I said, Lord.
hey, I'll engrave $20,000 on there for you.
That'll do it. Hell yeah. No, I can't do this.
I ain't got
This
that
is
kind of money.
I can't do this, bro. I tried 3 different locks, 3 different ways.
Now you're going to be laying awake at night going, how the hell do I make that work? How do I do it?
No, I was thinking, hey, I got to practice this. This is actually, something that's challenging.
Got the lovely little Asa open again. That's the second time I've opened that lock. Sweet. That thing's been a challenge, man. This lock has kicked my butt for a while. All right. Well,
I give up.
he surrenders.
I surrender, guys. That is impossible. Did anybody do it?
Not with a Medico, I don't think. But, oh, yeah, I had 22 people, and I think almost everybody completed it and got a lock open.
No way. Damn, yeah. I'm the only one.
No, there were a couple that didn't get there, so you're not the only one. But it is a Medico is a pretty damn serious challenge to want to throw backwards.
Yeah, I have to do it backwards.
That would be pretty tough, man. There were some cool locks in there. I should have made a note of what all the locks were that people opened. I have a playlist out there on my channel of all the different locks, but it was pretty cool. It really was. All right.
Lola.
So, huh?
No, I was just talking. My bad. I was talking.
Okay. We are going to go over here. That's not what I wanted.
Okay, so I'm gonna back out now because I'm done with it. I don't want to take time. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I appreciate you hopping in with me, man, and giving her a go,
Thank you,
and we
man.
will see how it runs on the giveaway.
Thank you, brother, man. Thank you, everyone.
All right, so here's what we've got. Let's just see what we've got down here. The Fighting Lockpicker, Eagle Lockpicking, Ink and Steel, Logic Wizard, Richard Jones, Lord Kodiak, Nick's Picks, Rabbi Picker, Johnny Locks, Only Pins, No Key, Cease to Do, Jeff and Things, Chuck Soup, Brian Breaks Shit, Wild Billiam, Elroy's Toys. Spelled it wrong, but it's there. AJ's Locks and Locks, Crow Llama, Elijah Carney, Lock Saga, Spicy, and Green Tools. Anybody in the chat that I missed that had an entry? We're going to do a bunch of shuffling. What do you think? Should we do one and done, or should we do last man standing? Any thoughts or preference? Oh, just you? Okay, Dutch. I'll remove everybody else. Only Dutch is in the drawing. Did you do a video, Dutch? Did I miss you? Because I don't have you on here, right? Do I not have you on here? Did you do one, Dutch? If you did it, I want to catch you. I want to make sure I miss anybody. Black Smoke Joe, did you do one? Am I missing all you guys, or are you guys just janking my leg? You didn't do an entry, Dutch? Man, telling you. Okay, you're just yanking my chain. How about you, Black Smoke? Did you do an entry? Did I miss you? One quitter hitter. One and done. All right, fine. One and done it will be. Let's give it a few more shuffles. 23 entries. Woo, we'll just mix them all up all over the place. And are we ready? Here we go. One and done. Drum roll, please. Ah. Oh, where's it going to land? Where's it going to land? No key, no key. Lord Kodiak. Lord Kodiak is the winner. Hot diggity dog diggity. Oh, I was doing my 500 subscriber giveaway. So let me go back over to this and let me find him and mark him out on here. Lord Kodiak. Fill that one in like that so I remember. So, Mr. Lord Kodiak, I will reach out on Discord and we will get things lined up. I'll start putting things together, and just so you realize, the last stuff will show up later on because it is not ready yet. Let's see. Let's just go down here and stop that screen share. Right? That's pretty awesome. Nick, how are you, Mr. Nick's Picks? How is life today? All right. Let's see. What shall we throw in here and work on next and try to open next? I've had a halfway decent morning so far on locks. I need to get busy on these again. These jamdable things, disc detainers. I am marvelous, sir. I just have not been able to get those things figured out with my tools yet. I need to work on them more. Awesome locks. I do really like the disc detainers. They're pretty dang cool. Really, really are. Let's see. As I was saying, I'm going to go to a gun range and blow some locks up. Skip Hembrook, good morning, sir. Blew air on it the last second. Pushed it on past. That's right. One of these days, I've got a little ultrasonic cleaner. I'm going to throw one of these in, see if I can't clean that thing up. Because I want to be able to pick one of these. And I don't know if it's just that I suck or if they're just that gummy. But I have not been able to get anywhere. I think, who was it? Mr. Was it Bumpy Bones that got one of these? And he took it apart, or not took it apart, but he cleaned the crap out of it. And he was able to pick and open his. Like, share, and subscribe. Absolutely. Please do. Because I feel like nothing on these pins. I mean, they just feel like they're so gummed up in there. It would have been really awesome if these would have been a cuttable lock, but one thing I've learned, there's always that chance that I suck. And, I can change hour by hour. Because there'll be times where I'll open a lock, and then the next day I can't open that same lock. Hell, the next hour I can't open that same lock. It's kind of like yesterday, right? I'm not joking when I say I think I got lucky on my 410. I can open it, but there are some days where I might have to reset and hit it 2-3 times in order to get it. Yesterday, the stars aligned and it just fell open. So, right? Not all of us are so gifted that we never miss a lock. Dang, man, these things are just terrible in there. I wonder if a guy could do a key impressioning on one of these once you get it cleaned up, because it'd be it's a really awesome lock. I really do like it. They're really cool. They are just beyond me this morning. Let's see, what else should we try and open up today? I opened my ASA. I did the lovely little master pile of crap. Is it easier to pick with the left? Is what easier to pick with the left? I pretty much pick everything with the left. That Corbin? Yeah, this is a Corbin. This one's an old Corbin cabinet lock. CCL. And then I have others that say Corbin Lock Company on them as well. I only have a couple of those left. I sold most of them now. The mighty left power. That's right. I pick every once in a while right-handed just to do it. But dude, that just feels wrong. And it's kind of comical. When I'm picking left-handed, I like pins down. Right-handed, I prefer pins up. It's just what works, right? This is another one of those locks that I don't think I've picked yet. I don't know what it is. It's a Euro that was sent to me. I have no key. I have no nothing. There is the keyway. She be a tidy. I don't know if you can see down in through there. You can see pins go all the way to the back end of that core. So sure. Well, I'm really that is one thing I will say. I am really kind of surprised at how many left-handed pickers there are in Locksport. It is rather crazy to me how many. I was really shocked by that, actually. Let's see if we take you way up here at the tippy toppy and do that. Can I get in here with a rake and do anything? Of course, I suck at raking, so I'm not a good raker. But yes, I am absolutely amazed at how many left-handed pickers there are in the community. It is kind of shocking, actually, to me. Let's try this guy. I don't think everybody there was. Were we all lefties yesterday? I don't remember. AJ's Locks and Locks. Good morning. How are ya? Yeah, it was fun. It was a good one. It was kind of wild because everybody in there, there were 4 of us. Everybody made it to the finals. I am wonderful, sir. I don't think I'm going to get anywhere in this lock because I just don't feel what's going on in there. Thing's terrible. That's a satanic lock, I'm telling you. I need some holy water to spray on that bad boy because it sucks. Let's see. Let's look. There's another American. I don't think I've picked him at all yet. These Americans, man, they can be a temperamental pig. Sometimes some of them aren't bad, and then you get other ones that just spit in your Cheerios and tell you to go home. Isn't that a good analogy? Spit in your Cheerios. I was only rolling one up and loads arrived. Yeah, they'll never drop one anywhere near me to be worth my time to try and get to it, so... Ah, cigarettes. I was wondering what you were talking about. I live too far away from any big population centers, so odds of me ever finding anybody's lock would be pretty tough. Four decades of rolling your own. That's a lot, dude. That's a lot. Rolling. They're over there rolling cigarettes there, Mr. AJ. Cigarettes. Hence the COPD. So I got a question for you. Any of you guys messed with Newhouse's rewinds? I know they work on, your wafer locks, right, for cabinet locks. So anybody tried them on a vehicle ignition or door lock? I mean, that's a wafer lock, right? Would they work on one of these? I don't think they would. Maybe they would. I don't know. I don't have mine down here. They're in my wallet for my pocket pick set. But I might have to give that a try just to find out because I'm curious. If it would, that'd be kind of cool. So since I have one, I'll have to give that a try. Inquiring minds want to know. I just ordered a lock. What was it that I ordered? Oh, it's a gold D9 for my start on a brown belt lock. So we will see what that thing looks like when it gets here. You guys missed it. We did the 500 subscriber drawing today. Mr. Green Tools put in a last minute entry. He came on live and was trying to reverse pick a Medico. I tried the whole cigarette thing back when I was a teenager. I gave up on that. And Army time, I got into cigars. Did cigars for quite a few years, especially when I was working as a cop, working night shift. Hey, Green Tools, you gave it the valiant effort. That is a no joke lock, picking forwards, let alone trying to pick it backwards. So I appreciated the effort and appreciate you coming on to try, man. That is all anybody can ask for. See, this American, I have never gotten this one open. This one just kicks my butt. Something fierce, man. I don't know. No. So Mr. Lord Kodiak ended up coming out as the wiener. Wiener, chicken dinner. So I will get with him and get things lined up and start shipping stuff his way. Let him know that the grand prize is going to be a little bit yet, but it will get to him as soon as it's able to. I don't know. There is the key for this lock. It's a very nice bumping all over lock. Hilo, hilo, hilo. And yeah, it's kicking my rear. Something fierce. Yeah. Awesome. I am loving to see everybody we've got in here today. Link is in the doobly-doo if anybody else feels like joining in for the last little bit of the show. Had fun. Now there, just hit a nice full set. Yeah, and that would be, you're talking about this first pin, right? Because that looks like the deepest cut. I don't know, it looks like almost 3 of them, so you almost need to only touch 2 pins. What's the code? What's the code for what? I don't have a key code or decoder, so I don't know. for the lock. I need to get a key code card. I need to see if I can get one from Southern on my list order. Next order. Key code. Does it say the code on the card? Yeah, there we go. 83738. So maybe the middle three are the ones you want to mess with, and the back one I want to kind of leave alone. You know, I've got back problems too a bit, but my back all day long does not bother me one bit. I lay down in bed, within about 2 minutes, my back is hurting. It sucks. Yeah, 8 is no left, which that's both the front and the back pin are both 8s. I've got a compression fracture in my spine. No bulging discs yet, but my wife deals with bulging discs. She's got a majorly messed up back. They're trying to figure out what to do. One surgeon she talked to, they wanted to fuse, God, what was it? Everything from 3 to 10. And she's like, nope, I'm not doing a fusion. Another one wants to do they want to go in. She went to the Mayo Clinic. They want to do an implant, almost like an internal TENS unit. We're trying to decide if we want to go down that road or not, because that doesn't sound like any fun either. Yeah. Spontaneous, how are you, good sir? Good morning. Glad to have you in the house. I think we are doing most marvelous. From the sounds of it, everybody's doing quite well. Finally, you got one? How was that to have installed there, Mr. Skip? That's what they're wanting to do to her. I've heard mixed reviews on the installation process and how that goes. Yeah. I've heard from some people that you have to be conscious and able to feel when they install that thing so they can make sure it's lined up properly. That sounds very not nice. So I don't know about that, but this lock is going to be the death of me, guys. It's going to be the death of me. I'm going to have to move on to something else because I don't want to end on a non-open. But this is one I need to work on more. Not a problem for you, huh? Yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking, I mean, if it would give her some relief, I think it would be worth it. But I don't know. So we're trying to figure that out. I kind of think she probably should because she's in so much pain all the time. It's got to be horrible. Yeah, back issues are no joke, man. I'm not going to open this damn lock. Man, I would love to go to Lockfest. That would be a lot of fun. It is not going to happen for me, though. I have too many other things going on. I've got travel for work, a couple different places I need to go. I'm going to Black Hat again this year. I have another security conference I'm going to up in Montana. So there is no way I'm going to pull off going to that. But it would be fun. I'd like to. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. I'm going to have to try at some point when that would be a good time. So I'm going to try and make it to the tool booth at Black Hat. I've gone there before, and then I'll go pick some locks with some people and show some people a couple things. It's always fun. Johnny Locks, you're going. Lock Chuck, you're going. Nice. Yeah, because that's like over near DC or something, isn't it? Where that happens. I mean, it would be fun. I would love to go to it, but there's the good old Master Elite series. It's elite. It's elite. It's elitely disappointing. Right? Not logistically viable. Well, what better place to go on your vacation, Brian? Come on. Oh, mercy. Sometimes I quack myself up. One lock here that I really do actually like is this Toledo. Very, very cool lock. Very thin. I mean, look at that. There's your keyway, and there's like barely anything next to it. Just a very slim, cool lock. Not that I think it's a great lock, but it is. It's a fun lock. And I believe that is what oh, God, I used to know what the keyway was on this thing. Pretty good keyway. See, I'd rather go to Lockfest than Disney. Never been to Disney. Really don't have any desire to go to Disney. Too many damn people. There we go. Yeah, I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to DEF CON this year, just Black Hat. So DEF CON Sparrows is usually there. I went to their booth last year, and that's where I got my disc tool. I won that from their booth. And I did buy what I buy. I bought the EOD kit from there because I heard it was being bragged up as being quite the kit. Hate it. There's a couple tools in there that I think are all right. Other than that, I think it's a piece of crap. But that's just me. That is just me. All right. I saw that the Sidewinders are now available direct on Southern's website. If you have not gotten a set of Sidewinders, you should consider it because they are outstanding tension tools. Really, really like those little boogers. They have gotten to be kind of my go-to. I love them for in-hand picking, and then I like these for in vise. I keep thinking I'd like to try another set of Sparrows and try maybe a set of the ones with the handles, the rubberized handles on them. But it looks like it's just a plastic dip handle. And I've done plastic dip of my own on handles, and yeah, only lasts for so long, and then it starts kind of getting gummy and crappy, and I don't know. You go over here, put you in the right place. So that's just me. I don't know. Maybe that is just sparrows in general. They've got some neat stuff. They have some cool tools that I do like. I really like their training locks. I think are pretty dang cool. I use the snot out of those quite a bit and really like them. I like to use those for training, showing people different things. I have their little pinning mats. I like those little rubber pinning mats. I think they're very, very well done. Their big pinning tray looks amazing. I have one of their shoved knives. It's fine. I have a bypass tool, I think, from them. That's fine. This distatainer tool seems to be okay. I just don't know what I'm doing with it to use it. So, I'm not going to badmouth everything they've got because I don't think that's fair, because they've got some stuff that's all right. It's just not. I have the, whatever they call this, basic kit. Now, I did buy these handles back when, what was the name of the company that was selling these? I do like those handles, and that makes it actually at least viable to use them. Otherwise, they're picks. But the thing that gets me, I know I don't need to go on a rant and rave, but this is their version of an offset hybrid diamond. Look at how it's just a little rounded nub. That's not a half diamond. That's just a terrible pick. They work. I can pick stuff with them, but definitely not my favorite. Definitely not a go-to pick set. But I figure I'll throw them in some emergency kits, and I've got some emergency picks and bags if I need them. So I wouldn't mind trying out their regular monkey paw. I just have the big one with the artwork on it, and that's why I bought it, was because of the artwork. I have that one, and then I have, what's the other one? The Warlock Rake. I bought them just for the artwork. I've got them here on a rack stand along with my Runesmith stuff. So they're pretty. I like them from that standpoint. But they're not. See, look at that. I think, what do you guys think? I think my camera's looking a lot better than it was. I finally was able to get some of the adjustments figured out and got rid of that weird, I don't know if you guys remembered, I'd bring stuff up and you'd get this ungodly bright glare off of handles and stuff. You couldn't hardly see anything, but I've got it looking much better. Yeah, monkey paw's a display item because it's cool. I love the artwork, other than I wish they did the artwork on both sides of those handles. Would make them much better instead of just on one side. But that's just me being picky. Oh, I love an offset hybrid. I love an offset hybrid. That's one of my favorite profiles. It's just Sparrow's execution of an offset hybrid, to me, is abysmal. It's junk. I wouldn't want anything to do with it. So yeah, I love a good offset hybrid offset half diamond. They're just amazing. They're really nice to use. There's my Miwa DS. I put it into a cutout so you can see all the little happenings inside of there. And I actually can hold that with one hand. And that way I can come in and I can show what's going on in there. Pretty cool. Let's see if we can focus on that. Can I get there? Can I get there? And there it is. All right, so let's just see. Nothing. There's some tension. That one, nothing, nothing. There. 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 I think that is it for this side. So now we will rotate to the other side. Nice tension. Oh, nothing. Rotate to the other side. See, I dropped some when I turned it. There, there, there. Ooh. Rotate. I think I'm dropping when I'm rotating. How sad is that? Yep, I'm dropping every time I'm rotating. My end cap's gotten loose on me. But that's the innards, so you can kind of see what goes on inside of one of these locks. Wish I had a key for this thing. It'd be kind of cool. Oh, there's a DB. Now maybe we can hold it there and get it. Yeah, we got her this time. And there it is. See? So yeah, I got my camera working mucho better. Let's get over to autofocus. So yeah, I mean, I'm not going to badmouth everything that those guys make because they do make some pretty cool stuff. I got to go through here and figure out what all. I think I might put it. What do we got? There's a little pocket set. I don't know what's in here. What's in this case? I got too many tools laying around. I don't even know what I've got. What do we got here? Oh, there's a little pocket set. Here we go. Tension wrenches and a rake set. Look at that. We'll have to give that one away one weekend. Nice little pocket rake and tension set in the nice little executive leather case. That's some nice stuff. That'll be a giveaway item. That is I use those every so often. That is Mr. Stu's tension set. One of them. What else do we got out here? Man, what do I got in this kit? Oh, there's another pocket set. Tension wrench, top and bottom. There's a single Stu turner. And then what do we got here? Oh, this is a pick set. There we go. Here we got some dog legs. There's an offset. See, there's an offset hybrid diamond. Now that looks like an offset hybrid diamond. And then dog leg, then a medium. That's a nice little set of pocket picks there. We'll have to give those away too. Lots of goodies to give away, folks. One I want to play with a little bit. So I'm going to take, I have a few of these little door shim units. I'm going to do some engraving on those. Yeah, I haven't broken a picking a lock. Just haven't. I've never had that happen. I can see it doing cuffs. Cuffs are a whole different ball game. Whole different ball game. That was all from Southern Specialties. All of those picks. That was just showing off there. Those different sets. They all came from Southern. some customs that he had done and things like that. Every once in a while when I place orders, I get a little extra something thrown in there, and those are things that I'll bring and use as giveaway items in my lives. Give them away to people. It'll be about soon time to do that. And then remember this little kit. This is a little awesome setup. So he's got a new version of this I need to play with, but there is a handle for the, what do they call it? The Pocket Force, the Force EDC set. That holds the Force EDC handle. He did a beautiful job on these, by the way. Pinning tray, a little set of tweezers for your pinning, 3D printed tweezers. You've got your pinning tray, and then you've got your plug followers on one side. On the other side, you have another plug follower, and then this actually fits a hex bit, so you've got your screwdriver. Absolutely spontaneous. I really do like my my hybrids offsets. I think they're just a great tool to use. Put that in there. Put that in there, and then your picks fit on here on one side, and your tension set fits on the other side. Yeah, I rarely use a 15 thousandths. Kind of my go-to is 20 thousandths anymore. I find I rarely grab a 25 thousandths either. Just don't. 20 thousandths kind of seems to be the sweet spot that fits just about everything. I just got the Shackleman set and a pen pick set from UK Lock Set. Yeah, Southern just makes some really cool stuff, and he puts together these little kits, and they're just wildly wicked. I still think the little pocket set from them is one of the nicest I've seen. The lockup on the tools is just excellent. I've modified the ones that I've got and added a second tension tool in them. The way they come is just with one tension. But, well, thank you, Spontaneous. Appreciate it. I do like my dog legs. I am rather fond of them. I must admit. I don't think this thing, see this was sent to me, this tool, and I don't know what the heck you would use that thing on, because it is just so freaking big. It doesn't fit anything well. At all. Do you know what you would use this for? I mean, what the heck kind of a lock are you using that thing in? It's just so big and chunky, it doesn't fit anything. Well, that's what I'm thinking. That's why I grabbed this. That is a car lock. But even that, it doesn't fit in there. I mean, I can't put it in there enough to, and then have any room to work. And even that, I can't get the door all the way open with it because it doesn't fit. It's just a very, very clunky, odd tool. I like my, I have another one that I use on these, a double-ended. It's from Southern Specialties. Imagine that. But it just works much better at fitting in there and holding things open. I actually bought it to use on, I don't remember what lock I was picking, but, well, that's what I'm going to need to do. I need to trim it down, because I mean, look at how thick the ends on it are, and then they're thick this way, and it just doesn't fit. I mean, it's got potential. It's got the nice little rubber handles. I'm not really sure what the adjustment screw is, so you can set it to the size you need instead of using it like a spring-loaded tool. But, I just can't get it to get in there. Like on this ignition lock anyway. Maybe some others are more open. I don't know. See, there it's fairly open. There, I got it. Just had to really wedge that thing in there. Let's see. Now we'll go over here. Dean P. Good morning, sir. Yeah, I mean, I've got it in there, but I don't know. I've raked this thing before. I haven't really tried picking, but I don't really see the point in trying to single pin pick a auto lock style. Generally, they're pretty easy to rake. Generally speaking. Well, guys, I think I need to call her quits because I got to go get busy. Bergwachter Alpha. Oh, damn. No, I can't get it out of the lock. Whew. That thing just is tight. Tight fit. Tight fit. But I want to try that with the rewind pick. See if I can open it with the rewind. Can't hurt to try, right? I don't have a rewind down here, but I do have. I was going to try my hand at making a cutout of my rake design that I want to do. So I got some blanks, which is basically all a rewind tool is, right? Yeah. I don't know. I'll mess with that thing some more. One of these days I'll get busy making some tools out of those, see what I can come up with. Yep. Well, guys, I need to call her quits because I need to go. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for joining. For those of you that got in on the giveaway entries, thank you for doing that. And congratulations, Lord Kodiak. I will reach out to you, sir. And we shall get things figured out. And on that happy note, I hope you all have a most marvelous day. I'm not going to do a live next weekend, being 4th of July. We're hanging out with my grandkids, got a bunch of things planned, so I will be busy and running. So enjoy your 4th. Stay safe. Keep all of your digits attached, please. And yeah, Godspeed to each and every one of you. Have a marvelous weekend.